What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukashu. We are back with another Musume video. I hope y'all had a good weekend. In today's video, as you can see, we are training Mihono Bourbon. I just thought, no, I trained Kita last time. That means I can train Mihono Bourbon. That's what led pretty much me to using Mihono Bourbon. As for the setup, we're going to pretty much use the same thing as we did for Kita. Actually, let me see something real quick. I think she's stamina and power, though. Yeah, she's stamina and power. So it kind of makes me wonder. No, I think we'll stick to the 2 guts. So this is going to be the setup we're going to stick with. Pretty much the same as the last time as Kita. Tamamo power, Taishin wise. Almond Eye speed, Tucker Bryan friend card that I'm borrowing, Haru, and Stay Gold guts card. And that is pretty much it for the setup. So before we jump into the run and the comments, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below. There is a channel called Circle Request for those who haven't joined the circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request to join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. Then after that, head over to the comment section or the Circle Request channel in the Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, let us get started with the run and see how we shall do with Mihono Bourbon. I don't know how long it's been since we trained Bourbon, but I don't think it's been too long. Probably the last scenario for if the latest would be for Mihono Bourbon. Just fine in my opinion. Which is perfectly fine in my opinion. I think I'll have more of a focus on speed and guts only because we don't have any speed or guts growth rate. Will that be the correct approach? We're about to find out. Plus, we don't know if the RNG is going to be good. That is also another thing that we need to worry about. The RNG. Will it be on my side or will it give me just a normal training? I feel like it's hard, at least at this point, it's hard to really get a really bad training out of this unless somehow you really did screw up the training. So to me, it's like it's either you just get a normal average training or better than average, or yes, there's another level, the really peak training. I guess it's a way to say it. Right, got our second ticket. Most likely looking like a rest for this turn, unless somehow we get some energy. And we don't. Unless I do some wise training, I can technically, but I'll just rest. I shall just rest. Let's take a look. Perfect. Then once more. I think I'll do that instead. To also try and unlock dates as soon as possible. I don't know Oh, obviously, I'll probably just get short distance races scheduled. But also probably touch as much G1s as I can. Maybe. Because right now I'm unsure. I think I'm still trying to get some kind of parents, if anything. Not really. Unless somehow, for some reason, the stats look too good, then maybe, just maybe, I'll keep it. It's just the only thing I'm really kind of just tripping about is the arty skills, because at the end of the day, I still need to, I get too many skill points. I don't have the right amount of skills to fill it up or use those skill points with. But maybe I probably should have tried out with the Symboli Rudolph card instead, but who knows? But I guess now would be... Dang, did we just start off short distance off the rip like that? Just like that? I guess maybe, yeah, sure, why not? Or why not? But I was gonna say we can get started with the comments now. Why did she get sad? Why did she just get sad randomly? And the first comment, and I believe the only comment from Mugen, and it says, okay, me peak, no Nova comment, me eat lunch. Thank you, Eugen, for the comment. Appreciate it as always. I feel like most of the comments from Eugen recently has been me peak or me look or something like that. And then either Nova sees Nova comment or sees Nova didn't comment and then me eat lunch. I feel like that's how the comments have been from Eugen just most of the time. At the very least. Ooh, we do need a ticket. We do need to use the ticket regardless, so I guess we should, since we do have bonds to worry about as well. Might as well. But yeah, thank you, Eugen, for the comment. Appreciate it as always. Next comment is going to be from Tenoki. Joined a not natural short gang. I already started with Cap. Making Meisho Dodo for short myself. Right now, as obviously I'm using Mihono Bourbon. Nova says, wow, short Vivelos here. Are you really? Are you really? And then Eugen says, me wear short pantsu. I take that back. Well, no, I don't. I will add to what I said a while, like not so long ago. Not only was Eugen comments just me look, see Nova comment or not, me eat lunch. It also, if there's any other comments, it involves the pantsu for some reason. For some reason, and I don't know why. And I don't know why. But it is what it is. But thank you, Tenoki, for the comment, and Nova and Eugen for replying. Next batch of comments are going to be from Nova. First one says, down to 10 borrows and 30 energy per run. Feels bad, man. I am still working on parents. I am too. I am too. Dead Space, man. I want to see some necromorphs. I can say that I should be starting recording Dead Space sometime soon. Also, Silent Hill should end pretty soon, based off what I think is going on in the game. Seems like I'm pretty close to the end. And then Little Nightmares 3 does get released this week. So that will be the main focus while I work on Dead Space on the side. So we'll see what happens. I think for Dead Space also, there might be or possibly be less commentary. It might just be just me playing the game, knowing that I'm recording, but at the same time, I guess the vibe I'm going for would be like just watching me playing a game. Like, yeah, I'll still be aware that I'm recording. I'll still talk to the video and all that. But if there's no reason for me to be speaking, I probably most likely won't be speaking, just continue playing the game. That's at least how I feel like I want to approach the recording. Because since I feel like it's going to be more of a long session recording, trying to get as much done in one session. Just so the quicker I get the game done, the faster I can decide whether or not I shove it at all in one video or do it in like maybe 3 big parts. Maybe 3 big parts I'm kind of leaning towards too. So maybe basically, I don't remember how long the campaign is actually. So maybe I search that, right? Maybe I search that. And then maybe divide the parts. I guess the parts will basically just be like the session itself. So let me see this. How long is Dead Space remake? While a playthrough including side quests and exploration can extend to about 15 to 18 hours. Okay. So 11 to 13, I'm assuming if you just focus on the story. 15 to 18 if you include some of the other stuff. Now, for myself, I think I'm just going to be focusing on the story, but obviously, so I can get it done as soon as possible. But another thing is, if I end up going off track, then it is what it is. That's pretty much how it's always been for me anyway, so. So let's say about 18 hours. Let's just go with the max, 18 hours. If I do it in 3 parts, it'll be like 6 hours per part. If I do it in 4 parts, 18 would be a weird number. 18's a weird number for that. 18's a weird number for that. Well, that would be like 4.5, right? That would work. 4.5. At least, I think so. But we'll see. But we'll see. I'll either start late this week. Either late this week, or I'll get started before Little Nightmares 3 gets released. That way I have a little leeway. Oh no. We'll see. The latest I'll start recording is sometime next week. Because I gotta get this ported. And then I don't know if I'll have any other horror games. Maybe I will, depending. I'll probably take a look at my Steam list, my Steam games. See if there's any other horror games that I plan to play, but I never did. If not, then everything will just go back to normal. I do hope that I finish Dead Space, or get close to the end of Dead Space before Pokemon. Because for sure gonna be getting Pokemon, because don't need a new Switch for that, thankfully. Thankfully. And yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, so expect Dead Space to get released the second half of October. The latest to get the parts would be the last week of October. Well, let me look. Okay. Moving on. Nah, man, nothing to do. Nothing to do is the best. If you need rocks, just swipe. Well, that's if you can. That's if you can. In conclusion, real life sucks. Well, it can. It definitely can. It definitely can. What we doing? Oh, the derby. Could have done. Nah, I didn't need to. Chisa should be the final character. I'll see if she is either Glacio or Arrow. I'm just missing one Glacio sub DPS or not. Didn't you say she was Havoc? Didn't you say she was Havoc? I'm fairly certain you said she was Havoc, and I can see Chisa being a Havoc. Here, let me see what people think. I'll just go off here. Well, just as speculation points toward Havoc. Because I feel like out of the two elements you mentioned, I feel like Glacio's more likely over Arrow. Only because I felt like with Cardathea and Chacona and Yuno, if Chisa is the final character, then I feel like then maybe there's no way they're gonna release another Arrow. Havoc is also surprising because we already had Contarella, Rochia, and Frolova. But the only reason why I want her to be Havoc is because I didn't get Frolova. That's the only reason. If she turns out to be Glacio, I don't know. It would be cool if she turns out Glacio, because then if she is a sub DPS, then it works out for Or Loda, I guess. Yes. But if she's Havoc, I'm cool because I need a Havoc. Well, I don't need. It's more like since I missed out on Furlova, you know. Why is Eugene always cave mode at lunch? I don't know. It just randomly came back. Like things were normal. And then it just randomly came back. And it's always during lunchtime, but it's like I said earlier, the comment always looks like exactly how I said it looks like. To see whether or not you commented, say it's lunchtime, and sometimes say he's gonna comment later or not. Or me peek, something like that. I don't know. We never really did find out why. Well, I think I did. I think it was like along the lines of just keeping comments short, I guess. I think. I do remember talking about it with him. I think it is basically just that. I think. If I'm remembering correctly. Hazuki is flexing, man. Then again, I'm not jelly. Wait until you can handle 20 gachas with a full-time job. The urge to sneeze just came out of nowhere. There we go. There's another one lingering in the back. I just don't know if it's gonna show itself or not. I'm kind of just waiting it out. I guess not. That's more hardcore than anything, in my opinion. Plus, I do get all the battle passes and whatnot. Flexing. Are we talking about his woo-woo stuff? Yeah. He definitely is. Based off that comment off what I can remember off the top of my head. He definitely plays woo-woo better than both of us. If you thought I was better than you, Nova. If you ever thought I was better than you, well, Kazuki sounds like he's better than both of us combined. Don't get the battle passes though, so. And then lastly from Nova, how's the story for Etheria? Good question. That's it. That's pretty much my response. On the real note, I haven't touched the story since first month. I haven't touched the story since the first month. Why? I don't know why. I just didn't. So, there you go. There you go. Well, thank you, Nova, for all the comments. Appreciate it as always. Appreciate it as always. I wish that last turn was this turn. Because I could have just done the race last turn. I could do this. It's fine. The last comments from what it looks like is going to be from Kazuki. Good amount of comments. A good amount of comments. This first comment looks like it's purely about the Wuwa. So, since we were literally just talking about Kazuki. Oh, I want to do this. Over racing. Let's go see. Let's go see what about this Wuwa about Kazuki. I don't have a dupe here free to play. So so you're not free to play is what you're saying? that is what you're basically saying, right? You're not free to play, but yeah, I have uh hold on. Just want to get this all sorted out. Okay. This gives more skill points. I should be more worried about stats, to be honest. But yeah, I have S0R1 with my 5-star characters, except for Lova. S0R0 using Contarella's weapon R1. Chungli S0R0. I will do the race. Chungli S0R0 using the Emerald Sword. And SK with R5 variation. K, SK. Don't know what SK means. So I'm just gonna move on. Also across my 5-star characters, they all have at least 300% crit damage and 70 to 80% crit rate, but my Phoebe has 100% crit rate and 301% crit damage. I invest on her a lot since she's my #1 waifu on Wuwa and my main. 301. I'm trying to think if I have. I don't need to do this. I'm trying to think if I have. I would have to go back to you on that on the next video. And I'll take a look at my characters. I'm fairly certain. If I were to guess an average for my crit damage, I'd say like 270, 280-ish. I think. I don't know if I have any 300s, to be honest. I probably do, I'm just not aware of it. I'm pretty sure I at least have 1 or 2. At least. But I'm not sure. I could have more that I'm aware of. As for average crit rate, I'm gonna be more on the lower side. I was gonna say, yeah, I'm like 70% maybe. Yeah, like maybe 70%. Nothing really to brag about because I'm having a harder time in the holograms, and seems like you are having fun with it. But yeah, my Frolova without her signature weapon hitting like 409k full team rotation plus her max self buff. Her inheritance, if she encounters an enemy, she gains stack. Every enemy she encounters, she gains another stack. Can stack up to 160. 637k with her max self buff in Overworld and Septimont. Dream Contagion, 3 Tigers of Septimont challenge. That was a mouth. That was a wordful. Not doing there. We're resting. She's too darn crack alongside Cartwheel? I'm gonna just assume you meant Contarella and you got auto-corrected. Cartwheel's throwing me a little off, but I'm gonna assume it's Contarella. Oh, I completely forgot no food heal when I'm doing solo. Sometimes no damage take, especially using dungeon. And when I do cartwheel solo, I don't know what cartwheel is. What is cartwheel? Have no idea what cartwheel is. And when I do cartwheel solo, no using old fleur-de-lis so that it can be more challenging. Cartwheel? That's interesting. I've never heard that term when talking about Wuwa, but yeah, Nova. Kazuki definitely is better than us. I don't even care about the whole food heal thing because I don't make food. Honestly speaking, I don't make food in Wu or whatever. Same that goes for the same in Genshin. Same thing in Genshin. I don't really cook food at all, or actually I haven't in such a long time. Yeah. Let's say I from time to time try the holograms, but that's it. If I feel like I won't be there for a while and it's not working out, uh, and I ain't finishing it, unfortunately. Yeah, I got addicted on Uma Musume again, and I like the new gen Uma's design and their personalities like dang. Even if Saigame said do not the horse. In my mind, I want to. And then he says, and then Kazuki says, no, that's a joke. Hey, you do you, man. You do you. I'm just here. Don't mind me. You're the one who typed it. You're the one who typed it, not me. There's so much quality of life added and changed. Plus, I like the DIY scenario the most. The one I hated the most is make a new track. That scenario is just straight up not my cup of tea. I just wish side games didn't make that and just erase it out of existence. Nova, seems like you are not the only one. Seems like you are not the only one. I just hope side games implement a 60 FPS on Uma Musume. I just think now you could either agree or think I'm crazy. I just feel like a game like Pretty Derby. This is just based off, I guess, my experience from Global. I just feel like the game itself, based on how the game is and all that, I don't think it should be lagging the way it is. I don't think it should be having... Yeah, I just don't think it should be lagging the way it is. Simple as that. I'm gonna have to try this 23%. And then for some odd reason, I don't know, it just feels laggier on the tablet. But it's alright, I guess. Maybe. Is it alright? It's global. Do I really care? JP side, I really don't have any connection issues in JP side. So I'm all good there. I just witnessed right now on YouTube, JP YouTuber, that you can reach UA rank with free cards. Bro's luck and RNG is just insane. Sometimes it be like that. My skill issue My skill issue butt got hurt right now. Who has meta cards? Me, but still stuck at UB. Me. Well, that's kind of a lot of us. Not gonna lie. That's a good amount of us. And I realized that I did not use a lot of the dates, so these last few turns are going to be focused on using the dates and the tickets. I still got 2 more dates, 2 more tickets, 1 more ticket. Okay, we're going to use this ticket. And now we just have 2 dates because we have 2 more dates. But hope I can reach UA on the upcoming scenario. Normally, if you can reach UB now, in the next scenario, you theoretically should be able to make it to UA in the next scenario. That's usually how it's been. I felt disrespected with it as well. Depends how you take it, and seems like you took it personally then. The only problem here is the lack of skills and skill points from the free cards, but still I really want to reach UA. Bruh, stuck at UB for like 1.5 months now. All good. It's all good. You still got a few more weeks if you're planning to reach UA before the scenario ends. I feel like I can, but it has to be a chaser for sure. Like for sure. And it would have to probably be the best RNG I've ever gotten. And it might have to be done with one of every single card. I honestly think it has to be one of every single card if pretty much, because I need stamina to be higher than what I get without it to push me a little bit more closer to the higher rank. I don't know. I'm gonna have to try though, somehow, some way, or somehow, some way make it work. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But right now I'm still focusing on short distance, so I could only do so many random trainings if I wanted to. Timestamp. Damn, it's been a while since you trained OG Kita. Yes, it has been. Yes, it has been. The second anime collab Kita got released, I never really trained the OG one because there was no use anymore. She was the long distance one. And lastly, also I just got Durandal. Now I can't back down without getting Calstone Light. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. I feel like I'm just collecting Umas right now. Gotta get the rest, I guess? Like, Love's Only You, Donna, Zephyr, Measure Brightwood, Scamcha Banner. Hey, that's all up to you. It's all up to you. You're the one who's in control of your carrots. I'm not gonna stop you. All I'm saying is the new scenarios coming up. New cards will be coming up soon. And all that, so... And also, probably most likely new Umas, so... I'd probably chill if I was to say something. Other than that, you do you. Other than that, you do you, Kazuki. Other than that, thank you, Kazuki, Nova, Tanoki, and Eugen for the comments. Appreciate it as always. And now I am gonna check for any other comments, like from the Zenless video. Seems like there is one. I think there was also one from... Hold on. Never mind. Just the Zenless one. The rest are from Global. So there is one comment in the Zenless video from Nova. Well, I got 9 stars this time. It seems that I went back to Miyabi for the middle robot because say no to Sanbi. Sag. Maybe you'll like her after her buff. Maybe you'll like her after her buff. I don't know. It turns out that it works better with Yao and Nicole. As for the last boss, it's the Burb team without Yao, but with Panda. Can't wait to replace Panda next patch. Well, you have Fufu, so you could just run the whole team. The middle one? Yeah, the middle one could have been done with it. It wasn't that hard of a boss at all. Yao and Nicole. But yeah. That's all I got. But thank you, Nova, for the comment. Oh, I forgot I'm looking for short distance. Not any of this, but I might have to end up going back here to grab some of these. Might. I've actually been getting over 6,000 a lot more recently, and I think that just has a lot to do with me doing a little bit more races than I did earlier on in the scenario. Oh no. We're still in the 2000s. Alright, we'll just grab it all. Let me grab these first. I skip out on any... Alright, I guess we'll just grab the cheap ones. We'll just grab the cheap ones. That way I can get more skills. That has nothing to do to help with Mihono. One more? One more? No, really, can I get one more? We didn't get an S though. So we'll just do that. None of that. UB6. That is should be my best Mihono Bourbon. They might just use this turf one. Yeah, I'm gonna use this turf one. And there we go. 1893 speed, 1321 stamina, 1703 power, 1653 guts, 1230 on wise. So I think most of them capped out except for stamina and wise. Stamina was a little off. I mean, not stamina, wise was a little off because usually I feel like normally I do end up capping it, but this time I didn't. But it is what it is. It is what it is. And yeah, that is my best one, like I said. I did get a UB2, but now I got a UB6. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys did make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys did over the weekend. Um, let me know how you guys are doing with your short distance prep for the upcoming CM. And if there's anything else you guys do want to talk about or ask me, just leave it down in the comment section down below. As long as appropriate, I'll go over it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description. There's a channel called Circle Request for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I am in. It is called Shushu. Once you go to that search, hit request to join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. Then after that, head over to the comment section or the Circle Request channel in the Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you once again, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.